All right. Today we're going to be doing a ghost ranking with me and Zane, a Phasmophobia pro from around here. We're going to be ranking the ghost based on just the overall experience of identifying the ghost, trying to do the objectives for the ghost, and just overall being like just doing the investigation with the ghost. So we're going to rank it. I'll give my ranking, then Zane will give his. If it's similar or separate, we will do an in between. So, for example, if I give a ghost a B ranking and Zane gives it a D ranking, we'll just put it at C ranking, and then so on and so forth. So, without further ado, we will go from left to right, starting with Banshee. Zane, do you want to take your first pick with a Banshee?
Um, so when we do the tiers, A or F, do we want to use A for being
Like, perfect.
dangerous,
Well,
or A for being easy, or F for dangerous, or F for easy?
I was thinking like A for fun and experiencing, and an F for like stupid and annoying.
And hard. Okay. So we're going harder towards the bottom. Easy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Banshee. Ooh, you know, chooses the target. It's pretty easy to see in multiplayer. I think for this one, I'm gonna have to go C. I think it's pretty in
See.
the middle.
I'll be honest, like, okay, for Banshee and multiplayer is the funnest thing ever because if you're not the target, then you can just pretty much sit back and watch the show. But if you are the target, then you have to avoid obviously getting killed. And if you're playing this in solos, dude, trying to identify a Banshee in solos is the most annoying thing. I guess the only real way you could really get a Banshee in solos if you get the Banshee screams, which is like what, a 33% chance of happening or something like that.
Um,
It's like a slimmer chance of it happening.
yeah, it's pretty low.
I will agree. C ranking is pretty solid. I would like. I wouldn't say it's special. I wouldn't say it's horrible, but I would probably just. I would agree. We'll give it a C ranking. Okay. Next up is the demon.
Mm.
An average ghost, but the only thing that gets it is its ability to hunt at any time. Which doing no evidence, no sanity runs, it's basically nothing special other than it just hunts faster.
D or F.
I per.
Um,
I mean, I'm leaning towards the D. I mean, the ghost ain't horrible. Like it's easy to identify a demon. That's if you do your
hunt
smudge timers, of course.
hunt whenever it wants to.
Yeah.
Hunts the fastest out of any ghost through smudges and through crucies.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but pretty easy identifiable
Yeah.
for the timer. Um, yeah, I'll go D.
Oh, we'll go D. Diogen.
A. A.
A easily for sure. I love the Diogen. Like, if you're a new player and like you have never played Phasmophobia before, then like this ghost is like pretty horrifying. But like when I played it, like granted I was already playing at higher level due to you, but like getting to already experience the Diogen, dude, like once you like know the Diogen for the Diogen, then dude, it's like the funnest experience ever. Like you can just basically just fuck around, have fun, just like basically enjoy the game while dealing with the Diogen. Like the last time I got a Diogen, I just went for a perfect game. And like I didn't get it because of like stupid photos or something, but like dude, a Diogen is just so gosh, it's so fun. Easily, I agree. A. Goryo.
Mm.
Do we even need to argue about this or say anything about this?
Overall, um,
The most annoying ghosts from experiences from what I heard, it's starting upstairs, then going downstairs, or it wandering out
yeah,
of its room, not far out of its room, but still in general just wandering out of its room. I personally would give it F tier.
yeah, D or F. The only thing I can say is the fact that it can't change rooms. So really, all you gotta do is just keep checking to see if it's still the ghost room with a
That's
thermometer.
but the buggy thing about it is like you said, it like going downstairs and upstairs to the point where it's broken sometimes too.
Dear F.
I'm leaning towards F.
We can go F. Fuck it.
We'll go F. Haunt 2.
Mm,
The easiest ghost to identify with the breaker off, but the biggest pain in the ass to deal with it because of how fast it is with the breaker off. I mean, the ghost, oh my goodness. Like, if you're playing, I usually play Heavy Rain, and then when it's a Haunt 2 with the breaker on, it's so slow, but it's like easy identifiable.
I'm gonna go A on this. I mean, not A, B.
B's not a bad idea. I'm leaning towards A, B. I mean, it's identifiable. I agree. I think B's a good ranking. About to say because it's identifiable, and if you keep the breaker on, you could easily get through the objectives and not have to worry about dying.
Breaker on, no line of sight speed, but idiots super want to think it's a damn Dio every time.
But
Breaker off,
the breaker off though, or the breaker
breath.
broken.
Turns
Now,
off the breaker a lot.
but if the breaker's broken, then like if it's a Hantu, then you're like
You're gonna know.
you're gonna know, and you're pretty much gonna be scared because it's gonna be so damn fast.
Yeah, I like B.
Like yeah, Jin.
Jin.
Okay. If the breaker is off or broken, then a Jin, there's nothing special about it, other than it just being a plain old ghost.
um, I think I'm gonna have to go C on this one.
They can see.
B or C.
I'm leaning towards C or D. I mean, like a Jin, if the breaker's on, see, I will admit, from my experience, I kind of have a harder time identifying the Jin, especially if it's on different floor levels. But I think if it's on the same floor level, I have a better time identifying it. But like we said, if the breaker's off, then or not off, but broken, then you can never identify a Jin. You're basically playing, if you roll out every other ghost, then it's just a guessing game at that point. Um, you said B or C. I'm thinking C. All right, I'm gonna have to cut that. Every time we get as, we cut it. All right. The mayor.
Mayor, automatic F.
F.
Yeah.
I can't even argue that. The only
Um,
time I would not, the only time I would not guess the mayor if it turns a light on. But I rarely ever see a ghost turn a light on.
Mayor is either all there or not there. It is a 50-50. It's either gonna do what it's gonna do or it's not.
You can't forget about the ghost that turns off the light like a mayor, but it's not even a mayor when it does it.
All roads can turn the light off immediately. They can
When you
all turn the
think it's a
lights
mayor.
off. Any ghost can do a light breaking event.
Yeah. See, I think if it's a mayor, I think if like the room is dark, it's like super fast. And if it's like a room with the light on, it's like so slow to the point where it's like maybe half speed or like even revenant speed almost, like super, super slow. Like slower than a Hantu maybe or something like that. Or hell, like the ghost can't even come out. Like if it's a room with the light on, like the ghost can't even wander in that room. Like it only stays in a dark room or something like that.
It becomes trapped.
Yes.
Yeah, Mayor definitely F. I mean, being my level and other people's level, Mayor's gotten easier now, but as a casual player, Mayor is absolutely ridiculous.
Hmm. All right. Next up is the mimic. I think
Mimic.
I think A
I'm
tier.
gonna go A. A is Mimic is not that bad at all.
Mimic is not bad at all, especially like at first because 24 ghost. If we look through the ghost, each of them are special. Deogen, Hantu, Jin. I mean, each of them are special to an extent. And Mimic, if it mimics a super slow than a fast one, then you can easily tell it's a Mimic. Or if it makes something just so obvious.
Mm.
And the fact of the matter too is it like the only ghost that can give off fake evidence. Like this ghost is so unique. All right, Moroi.
Mm,
if you're playing this casually, it's pretty much nothing special. Unless you're at 0 sanity, then you're like pretty much screwed. The
I'm
thing
gonna go B.
you thinking B? What
Mm.
I like about the Moroi is the curse. Like if you actually get the Moroi's curse, then that's actually like something unique because I think that's the only ghost that can curse you. Correct?
Yes. I am biased because I want to go A with Moroi because I love the Moroi, but I don't know. What you thinking?
I mean B or A. I'm leaning towards B or A. I will admit, like once you hear the Moroi at 0 sanity, it's either a Moroi or Thay from like a standard point. I love the Moroi because if you do the smudge test to it, then you know it's a Moroi. I I
Fuck to go A. I like the Moroi.
I,
Whatever.
I like leaning towards A. Myling.
Ooh, this can go either way.
I'm leaning towards. It
B
depends.
or A?
You think it's up there?
Yeah.
I mean, if it ain't broken, because the Myling at Ridgeview, it's. I'm leaning towards B or C. It's hit or miss. Like you can tell it's a Myling when it's quiet, but if it's broken, then like you don't even know it's a Myling till like after the game's over.
Fuck to go B.
Oh, block A.
Block A.
Easy
A.
A. I think that's an easy A. The most unique ghost, the only ghost that can shapeshift, the coolest ghost to be around, the only ghost that can leave unique evidences. Oni.
A.
You're thinking A. Nothing special with the ghost other than its half blinks and multiple events. I mean,
I
I'm
think the visibility is enough for me to go A. I mean,
visibility. I think eh, I'm thinking like B or A. It's nothing crazy, nothing special. I'm leaning towards. I think. What do you think? B, B plus
I like
even.
it. I like A.
You like A?
I think it is the only one that is that visible besides the Dio.
Mm.
And it doesn't do the air ball, so all you gotta do is watch out for the air ball.
Mm-hmm.
It's very eventful, so watch out for ones that's doing a lot of events. And it does a lot of solid ghost events. Boom. It is very very visible. The most visible ghost in the game, I think is.
You think it? All right, we'll give it.
Yeah,
We'll give it A.
I think as long as you are paying attention and you know you actually like want to learn, Oni is boom like that.
Onryo.
Ooh, okay.
I mean,
Onryo.
it's nothing special other than it's fire.
I'm gonna see
You're thinking C?
C or B.
I mean, it's nothing unique. Like, all you have to do is make sure you have a firelight, and then once it blows out the firelight within a certain amount of time, you usually know it's an Onryo.
Exactly.
I think it's unique, but it's nothing difficult or special.
B or C.
Uh, I agree. We'll just leave it at C. And then now we got the Phantom.
Phantom. I'm going A. I love Phantoms. That's my absolute favorite.
You love Phantoms. I love Phantoms, but when it becomes time to doing an objectives, and the Phantom could just teleport on you, and you're out of crucies, I think it's a buzzkill. At some points, like usually other ghosts, I'm not as terrified, but Phantoms, I'm actually terrified to deal with. Um, I gave you the Oni for A. I think I'm gonna leave. I don't know. You know what?
Swap
Fuck
them.
it. Fuck it.
Swap them.
Nah. You rather get the Phantom over Oni?
Yeah, I love the Phantom. I love it.
All right. I was about to say like an Oni. Go back to the Oni. I mean, like it's easy identifiable. It's nothing special other than the events and the blinks. Poltergeist.
A. It's gotta be A. That one's just a classic.
I used to not be able to identify the Polty, but ever since it does Poltyplosions, I freaking love the Poltyplosions, dude. The
Gotta be A.
Poltyplosions is my favorite thing. Raiju.
Mm,
I think it's easily identifiable.
C or B.
The C or B. I think when it comes time for camera objectives, then it's a pain in the ass because the Raiju is so freaking fast, and you're trying to videotape it, especially in solos, because you can't just have someone loop it while you're videotaping it, or You have to smudge it and videotape it. I'm leaning towards C, honestly. Like the ghost is identifiable, easy to identify, but when it comes time for objectives, then it's like the most pain in the ass to do it. Revenant.
Mm.
It's up there. Easily up there.
Overall experience with a Revenant.
The most easiest ghost, or
Um,
if not the easiest ghost to identify, unless you're an idiot that thinks it's a Diogen, and then when you see it, you realize it's not a Diogen. Um, when it comes to objectives, if you're not lucky enough to get like ghost events, then trying to get a photo of the ghost the hunting way is the biggest pain in the ass to deal with.
I'm gonna have to go A.
You're thinking A?
Yeah, I'm gonna go A because as soon as you hear it, you can know what it is.
You know what it is,
99% of the time.
and it's fun as hell to deal with too. Like it's one of the most like when you think of ghosts, you think demons, poltergeist, and then now you just think revenant. I definitely I
Hey,
agree up there. Revenant is up there.
I already know where I'm going with Shade. D.
You think D?
I'm going D. Yeah,
You're thinking
I'm
D?
putting Demon. I'm putting Demon and Shade together for sure.
The shade.
Not not as hard as a Gorio or a Mirror.
But it
Easily
can be annoying.
identifiable, but just extremely boring.
I'm I have to agree. And especially when it comes time for objectives and you have to get a ghost event and it barely does it. I have to agree. D. Spirit.
Spirit. Ooh,
C or D. Easy identifiable, but it's so freaking boring because you have to sit and wait for it.
I say probably C.
You're thinking C.
Overall experience is not that bad.
It's not bad, but once it comes time to do a spirit test, then you have to sit and wait and wait. I think I'm leaning towards C or D, but I'll give it C just because I wouldn't say stupidly annoying, but it's just annoying.
They overall experience.
Scary as shit. Um,
Um,
like like the Moroi, the smudge test timer, because either way, as soon as you enter the house and you hear it, you know it's either Moroi or Thay. If you're doing a no evidence, no sanity run, if you doing it, like if you're doing like a standard Phasmophobia investigation, if you stay in the ghost room, it gets super slow, which I think is super unique for a Thay. The longer you sit in the room, the slower it gets to the point where like it's even slower than a Hantu. I think the Thay is up there. I'm like kind of thinking B or C.
overall experience though. These are rough to deal with.
That is true because especially dealing with the objectives like photos and videos.
Um,
C or D now.
overall experience. Just they. I'm not.
Lean towards C or D.
Banshee's not the Jin's not that bad. Unreal's not that bad. Day's not that bad. Day's pretty rough to deal with. Um,
It's easily identifiable, but the downfall is doing the objectives to deal with it. I think we got several
C or
ghosts in C.
D.
I think we should give it D. I mean we already have
Give it
several
D.
ghosts in
Yeah,
C.
give it D.
Twins.
Twins. Oh, this one's rough. This is gonna have to go D. This is on go D as well.
D. I'll be honest, when I first played Phasmophobia, I can never identify the twins. And to this day, I have a harder time identifying the twins. I think they should up the distance gap between them. Like I think the slower twin should be even slower and the faster twin should be even faster. Like but then when you come to the identifying the ability, which is doing the two things at once, or then if we want to look at it from the time period where the twins can spawn inside the Cruci range, I have to agree. I think we'll give it D. Well,
Wraith. Dealing with a Wraith.
Um, easily
Um,
identifiable. If it spawn kills you, then that's just a bitch. Um,
overall with a Wraith. Yeah, I'm gonna have to
C
go.
or D.
Um,
I mean, it's not hard. Oh, I mean, it's hard if
maybe
it spawn kills.
B or C for
You're
me.
thinking B or C. We'll give it a C.
Easily identifiable,
Yep.
but dangerous.
Dangerous
Very
because
dangerous.
it can teleport and spawn on top of you. Yeah.
Yokai. Ooh.
I love yokais.
Oh, dealing with a yokai. Not many people are very good with dealing with yokais. I'm gonna have to go overall experience with the yokai either C or D.
You're thinking C or D?
Yeah.
I love the yokais because I mean it depends on the map. The only map I hate trying to identify the yokai in is freaking Ridgeview because of the there's no good spot to hide to identify it. I'm I honestly I think kind of I'm leaning towards C. I think we should just give it C.
Yuri, you know what? Just go ahead and stick in F with his brothers. Just go ahead. Just go ahead. Go ahead. Even the playing field.
I'll be honest, it's Yurei's when it comes to the durability, it's hit or miss. Especially the times where it opens or closes a door, but it never physically moves. You hear it, but it doesn't physically move. I think
Um,
what they should do to a Yurei is if it does a door slam ability, I think it should slam the door, open the door, slam the door again. Do something crazy instead of standard other ghosts can do.
I think people have a lot of time struggling with it because for one, they don't have any patience and they just want to speed run
Mm-hmm.
and they just want to guess and go. And they also are not very. They don't pay attention to the door touches as much as they should. They think one door slam is automatically a Yuri, but
Yep.
as of now, every ghost can slam a door, so you really gotta watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And I would put it higher, but overall for everybody, I'd keep it that low because people just struggle with it because they just don't care about it.
And I'm about to say, comparing it to the other ghost, definitely a Yurei is not better than heck a Wraith or a Jin even.
I mean, I know for a fact, me and Toady haven't, or other people have not got Yuri wrong in very long time.
Mm-hmm. But I guess it's
So,
comparing your experience to other people's too.
mhm.
I mean, for what we have, I guess before we call it, let's just review the list and then see if we want to make any changes. So right now we got for A tier Diogen, Mimic, Moroi, Obake, Phantom, Poltergeist, Revenant. B tier is Hantu, Myling, Oni. C tier is Banshee Jin, Onryo, Raiju, Spirit, Reef, Yokai. D tier is Demon, Shay, Thay, Twins, and F tier is Goryo, Mare, Yurei. For my opinion, easily for sure, Diogen, Mimic, Obake, Revenant. I will have to agree, easily A tier.
I want to move Moroi down to B.
You think about moving Moroi down to B?
I want to move Moroi to B because I feel like people do struggle with that a little bit.
Originally, I used to identify the Moroi by the foot speeds, but ever since I started doing the smudge test to the Moroi, I never struggle with the Moroi no more. But I mean, comparing it to other ghosts, it's not as good as the other ghost. I definitely think, because I think definitely easily the Diogen Mimic and Owake are the best ghosts to deal with. Revenant is just the coolest ghost to deal with, just because you hear just the pacing of it, you hear it, you know what it is.
I
Uh,
love the Moroi. In my tier, I would keep it in A, but I think in overall tier B because for one, different speeds, different sanity, different
mm-hmm.
pro players would get it easily, but randoms would be like, oh fuck, it's a Revenant or it's a Thay or
Yeah.
um. But as far as the other ones, Hantu.
Banshee wouldn't be so bad as if you were playing solo. Personally think the biggest downfall of the Banshee is when playing it solo. If you're playing a single player Banshee, anyways.
Overall of the Ghost is kind of gonna be hard to do for a good tier. Now, if we did one where we did like abilities or abilities, if we did like one with based off abilities, one based off a danger level,
Mm-hmm. This would be so different.
this would be a lot easier.
I'm
But
about to
doing
say,
overall is pretty difficult.
what would be funny though is Diogens for if we like put it on difficult level for difficulty, Diogen would be like either A or F. Depends on like if you're a new player or a pro player. Because like new players, like granted, I never got to experience a Diogen as a new player because I started Phas within the experience versus like the beginner. Or the only one time I encountered a Diogen in a zero evidence run, and I didn't know it was a Diogen until I was already cornered in a room with no escape. Um, Haunt 2s, if the breaker's off or broken, then you're dealing with a heck of a ghost. Uh,
But Hantu, um, I need to think about what it would be like for. Yeah, because I see people getting it wrong all the time. Like it's a Deo, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep it in
oh my
B. I would
gosh.
put it in A because it's easy as fuck. But
Oh yeah, for sure.
people,
I mean, hell, even I would throw it in. You know what? I mean, since we're both thinking A, screw it. We'll both throw it in A.
I would put Oni in A as well too because it's easy as fuck. But I gotta think about what it have from like the average player.
I'll be honest with you. I can never identify an Oni off a hunt. Not the Okay, I'll be honest, like, when I study the ghost, I usually don't even think of Oni blinks. Like, phantoms is just recognizable because, like, you don't see the ghost and you're actually kind of scared. Onis, like, I know the one time when I was streaming and you already knew it was an Oni before I did, because I didn't even think about it being an Oni until, like, I actually just sat there and studied the Oni blink. I was like, oh, yeah, it is an Oni. Um, let's look at the C tier. Jin Onryo. Jin is easy to identify, but if like the breaker is broken or off, then there's nothing special about it. What do you think of C tier?
Man, I see this is hard because overall it's just hard. If we did it by like another thing too, by identifiability would be another one we could do one day. But overall, people struggle with banshees.
The only time I ever struggle with Banshee is solos. Like, I mean, for public lobbies, like the only time you would identify a Banshee is if you think the ghost is coming for you, or you accidentally run into the ghost but don't die. But there is moments where like you think it's chasing you, but it's not even going for you. It's going for the guy behind you or something like that. So I can see the mistakes in a Banshee too, or misidentifying it. I think a Raiju would be up there, but when it becomes time for objectives, it's just annoying, you know?
Um,
I think the Raiju should be higher.
no, I'm gonna keep it because the average player might not get it. They might just think it's a fast dose.
That is true. Spirits. I think the biggest thing about a spirit is just how annoying it is waiting.
The demon is pretty annoying. She's
Demon.
annoying. They's annoying.
Yeah.
Twins are annoying.
And then Goryo
Days are
mares. Gorios and mares can just go fuck themselves, honestly.
days are notorious for doing a fucking long ass ghost event on you and then immediately spawning on top of the ghost event. So that's pretty fucking annoying. Twins are pretty difficult for the average player.
I mean, in all honesty, because we're nearing the 30-minute marker, I mean, in all honesty, we could sit here for hours and hours to like break down like what ghost should go where, but I think for what we have now, what do you think? Do you think this is a solid list or a decent list?
Yeah.
I mean, I
We'll have
think
to do. We'll do some more videos where we do like more in depth rankings, more precise rankings.
or less like a specific target. All right. Well, I think we're gonna call it here. Don't forget to check out Zane on his Twitch. He is live Monday through Friday, uh, later at night. But link will be to his Twitch in description. Don't forget to check out any of our other videos. Also, don't forget every Monday night, 7 p.m. we have a new video of whatever. And if you guys have content you want to suggest to us, be sure to let us know. Other than that, we're out. Peace out.